started here. We are Manna, Justin, Christian, and David. Tampa locals. This little song here is called The Battle Between the Chicken and the Spider. Seriously, that's what it's actually called. Can't move too cautious, 'cause fortune's falling. Yeah, fortune's falling, falling, falling. Two, three, when the man falls, we will save them all. Come on. Oh, 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 again, dear. I didn't hear, so come again, dear. Didn't hear, so come again, dear. You gotta get up in my ear. Come again, dear. I didn't hear, so come again, dear. Didn't hear, so come again, dear. Listen to me now. You gotta scream it here. Scream it here. Come again, dear. I didn't hear, so come again, dear. Didn't hear, so come again, dear. You gotta get up in my ear. Come again, dear. I didn't hear, so come again, dear. Didn't hear, so come again, dear. Listen to me now. You gotta scream it here. Gotta scream it here. Gotta scream. flames were not required. But he was walking like a white fire. Oh, he was burning like white fire. Song here is called "The Kids Are Out of Sight." The kids are indeed out of sight. Crash la la light. The kids are out of sight. But go easy on my mind. I've been through hell tonight. Wow! The kids are out of sight. Yeah, they're all out there for mine. Kids are out of sight. It's a dark, dark night. Yeah! Life will pass on by, but you never think that it's your time. But our mother's got no child. Oh no, she's got no child. Come on. Wow! Kids are out of sight. Out of sight. It's a dark, dark night. Whoa, go!
Welcome back to the Pop Off Podcast, Episode 4. I'm Derek.
And I'm Matt, and we're here with Manna.
I'm David.
I'm Justin.
And I'm Christian.
All right, and you guys just played some tracks with us, but before we get into that, we really dig your guys' band name, Manna, and we were wondering what was the source of inspiration for that?
Sure. So manna actually comes from the Bible directly. There's basically a verse in the Bible that talks about basically the ancient Israelites kind of walking through the desert for, a long period of time, and how they prayed kind of for a blessing, and then all of a sudden, the story goes that this magical bread fell from the sky, and kind of got them through the desert, kind of fed them, So the idea is basically just us creating music for people to kind of get them through their deserts and that kind of thing,
Give that the energy of the manna.
Yeah, man.
I think I really want to bring up real quick as Magic the Gathering uses mana in the lands, and that's a way that you can summon creatures and beasts and magic spells. So we're definitely a fan of that, man. We like mana. We heard your name and like, dude, these guys definitely rock.
Sweet.
Now into the songs that you guys played. That first track had quite a long intro. I like that you guys kind of bring up your all's band name and introduce the band. I mean, that's a great way to start a show, great way to start the podcast, so we really appreciate that. But what was the name of that one again?
So that first song is called "The Battle Between the Chicken and the Spider." Mm-hmm.
Now that's quite a creative name, and from what I understand, your upcoming first album is going to be named after that. Now, where did that come from?
Okay, so are you guys familiar with Frank Zappa?
Yes.
Okay, so we love Frank Zappa, right?
He's amazing.
Dude, he's one of the best guitarists of all time, obviously. We love him so much, and very influenced by certain Zappa songs. And so basically he's got a son named Dweezil Zappa, and Dweezil plays guitar, and he's, he tours and stuff. He was doing a video, basically, with Reverb.com, and they were doing, like, videos where he was showing some techniques that his dad used on guitar, that Frank Zappa used. And they were all these weird, interesting picking patterns and this like circular thing that he would do on the fretboard. This really weird, you'd have to see the video to understand. But basically, he went into how his dad basically would use upstrokes when he would pick. He would only use upstrokes exclusively. And he said that when he was picking, his dad kind of looked like his hand was like a chicken pecking at some seed. And so then the other hand on the fretboard was the spider. And so the idea of that was, he called it the battle between the chicken and the spider, which is about like getting in sync with both your hands and trying to get the band in sync in a broader way, and basically kind of try to rise to the challenge of getting the music going and getting everything lined up and blah, blah, blah,
Man, that's genius. I love that. I definitely noticed when you guys play, you've got a great dynamic of, just changing tempos, locking in, so you say getting the band on board, especially with the drums. I mean, the way that you just, like I said, you have that dynamic in your range, it's really a cool sound.
Yeah, I mean, we really just wanted to make something. It was our first song we ever made, so, we just really wanted to make something big out of the gate, and, we were like, oh, it'd be cool if we introduce ourselves during the song. Oh, it'd be cool if we had a bunch of changes during it gets fast.
Yeah,
and
we
then it
did
gets slow.
We didn't want to do like a generic verse chorus for our first opening, and we wanted an interesting way that we could introduce the members and our play styles. It just something that was different from the norm, and that's literally we came up with it in 2 weeks, and that we just kept it. That was it.
Yeah, it's great the way that it comes out. Each of you kind of gets to shine in your musical stuff, and you had some cool bass riffs. Everybody kind of dropped out and let you build it, and you did that for each of you. It's a cool thing.
Dude, yeah.
Now, you guys mentioned this was the first song you all wrote together. How long have you guys been playing as a group?
It's been
Maybe
about 8-9 months.
I think it's 9 or almost 10 now, something like that.
Creeping up on a year.
Yeah.
But we've known each other for many years. These guys have been playing a lot longer than I have, so I mean, it was definitely a learning curve getting us all in sync, and we some of us moved away, some of us came back, and we all kind of reconnected after a while, and then we were like, hey, let's form a band. Let's actually see where we can take this.
You didn't
know?
even play bass before.
I only
the
recently
band.
started playing bass. Yeah, he made me. He said, "You're gonna play bass."
You're a
And
born bass player.
We forced him to play bass. We like kidnapped him, and we were like, "You got to play bass."
You're not the first people here that have switched from guitar to bass. That seems to be a theme.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he had no like musical background, which is the most interesting thing. He didn't play guitar or
I
whatnot.
swore I'd never do anything like that.
I basically had to throw down some like guitar theory and like we kind of sat down and like discussed how the top 4 strings work, and then we kind of just went in on that and figured out interesting, almost guitar-like bass riffs, that he could play. So he's not playing like a typical bassist. It's really interesting.
Well, you guys have a solid, cohesive sound for being so new together. That kind of gets me to the second track that you guys came into, much shorter than the first one. And that one, from what I understand, that was Scream?
Yes.
Yes.
And now that one's actually available for stream. You guys have that up on Spotify and a few other places, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Stream.
And you got another song up there that goes along with that, right?
Yes, we have a song also on our Spotify called Try Me. And we did not play that one today, unfortunately, but, we reserved.
So go there and
Yeah.
check it out. And you guys have an EP coming out soon, and you're working on your first album, correct?
Yes, we do. That EP is going to be called The Landing, actually. There's cover art and everything for it.
Yeah,
Alright.
and Scream and
And-
Try Me are going to be on there too, and then probably 3 other songs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very cool. And then for the last song that you guys played, which will hopefully be on that first album, that's the Kids Are Out of Sight, correct?
Yes, Kids Are
Yeah.
Out of Sight. Christian, did you want to mention that song a little bit?
I don't know what there is to mention. I think I just came up with the drum intro, the little,
Start going,
yeah, and then we just kind of went off of that. We got the bass riff next, and then lyrics, and then it was like, all right.
Yep.
No, that's great, man. I like how your songs tell a story. I also like that you guys like us are all local boys, right? I mean, so it definitely.
Tampa.
Oh yeah, man, you guys got a killer sound. When we've seen you play live, that's what really wanted to get you guys on here. I wanted to get that sound out. I wanted to have people hear your message. It's super cool, man. Do you have some places that you like to play, or like some gigs that are coming up?
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
you want to shout out?
So local to this area, some of our favorite venues are the Orpheum.
Love playing there.
Love the Orpheum. Just played there. And then we love Crowbar and Ebor. Crowbar is fantastic.
And Brass Mug, we
Brass
always play
Mug.
there.
Yeah. We're coming to the Brass Mug again on
Yes.
June 18th.
On the 18th.
We're playing on the 17th, the day before, at this new place we've never played at called Potion Portal.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a coffee
Yeah, it's like a
arcade.
coffee shop.
Arcades,
It's like
yeah.
an arcade thing, yeah. But yeah, I never played there. And then on June 23rd is our most favorite gig right now. We're actually flying to California. We're going to go play at the Whiskey Go-Go, man, out there in L.A.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, very, very excited.
Big gig, yeah. It's insane.
Yeah, they just, we like badgered them.
We
and
bugged them for months. We said, please let us play, please let us play. And at first they were like, you guys ain't nothing. We're not letting you. And then we sent them some material, and they're like, all right, we'll book you for one summer show. And that was it. And we're flying up there.
I mean, it's one of the most legendary venues in the world. So if you're going to land a gig somewhere, that's a good spot to be at.
Yeah, we're stoked.
Sent some videos, actually, I think, with us playing the night that we played with you guys, I think. That
Yeah.
legendary night.
Well, definitely go see them. Go see them live. If you're in
Fly out.
California, man,
Buy
go
tickets.
check them out. If you thought this stuff rocked, you got to see a live show. That just the energy they put out, they get the crowd involved. It's really awesome. Anytime you can see these guys, I recommend it.
And I understand you
Thank
guys
you.
have a YouTube channel with some highlights of your other live shows that you all have done.
We have some clips from previous shows that we've done. We post them on YouTube. We want to start doing more stuff like that. Maybe getting like a music video out. We're talking. One of our friends is used to work with Disney and used to film like little like tutorial videos for Disney, and he's gonna get his gear out. And maybe we can start posting more material that way.
Yeah, find these guys. They're Manna on Spotify. They're We Are Manna on Instagram. We're going to post links to all this in the description. Please support them, man. They're a rocking band.
Yeah, we appreciate you
Thank
guys
you.
coming on in, doing the podcast with us. How did you guys enjoy the experience with going direct into the mixer?
10 out of 10.
Oh,
10
yeah.
out of 10.
Love it.
Please check
Yeah.
these guys out. They know what they're doing.
Christian,
For
I know
real.
you were a little hesitant on the digital drum set. Was it all right? Did it work out for you?
No, they sound amazing. This is a really nice kid. I love it.
Well, thanks again for coming in, guys. We appreciate having you. Derek, you got anything else?
No, I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for having
Appreciate it.
us.
Thank you.
Check out the pop-off.